Good evening, everybody. How are you this lovely evening? How are you feeling? How was your week? Did you have a good week? Did you have a not so good week? Are you happy that it's the end of the week? Are you ready for the long weekend? Are you ready for the holiday weekend? Why do they have people talking like that when it's supposed to be a soothing thing? Hello, how are you? That sounds kind of creepy to me. Baby, I don't know if you got the TV right, but you had the wrong TV earlier. It was popping up back here. I don't know if you got it right, but you had the wrong one. No spring break hours today. Luckily for you all, I had to take my eldest son to one of his friends' house today, so I wasn't able to partake in a late afternoon nap. I did get a smidgen of a nap today, but I wasn't able to just fully indulge in the fully realized slumber like I was doing the other days. It was so good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I ain't gonna stay before you long. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Let's get right into it. Hello to everybody tapping in. Hello to everybody tapping in. I see we got a handful of people here, two hands full at that. Shout out here, learn and share. Rhonda Green, my sweetie in the building. Linda Thomas, and everybody else that's here. I see a few more numbers than I see names in the chat, but that's all I see in the chat. So that's all we gonna holler at. Bars. We're going to go back in time. I'm going to share the link. What's up, Tiffany? I'm going to share the link in the chat. That link right there is if you have a question that you would like to ask, hit that link and pull up and ask your question. Hit that link and pull up and ask your question. We haven't done this in a while. Hit that link and pull up and ask your question. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. I'm going to put y'all over here so I can see y'all. I'm going to put y'all over here so I can see the chat. Squanch that up. I'm going to leave it a little bit unsquanched so I can see if anybody decides they want to pop up and ask a question. Boom. Like that. Now, let's get into it, man. Now, before we get into it, I got to shout out one of the gang. They sent me a video, right? It made my entire year. Right? I don't know if you're on here right now. Not going to call out any names, but she sent me a video, and I would like to give you a nice, the heartiest of the heartiest, well, thank yous for sending me this video. She sent me a video of her and her son singing Spalene. It made my entire freaking year. It was the most beautifulest thing in this world, and it looked just like that. Who know where I got that from? Who can remember where I got that from? Anyway, I forgot to do the intro. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome, and I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. How often do we do this? Twice a day, every day, Monday through Friday, that is. Once at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and once at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we talk about the price action. Why do I do this? Because I want to help someone like you Get your aha moment when it comes to trading, investing, all things stock market. Because I truly believe that being able to read the price action, yes, read the price action where you can understand what these little, where's my screen? I got it squanched up too much, so I can't see it. Let me unsquanch this. So that you can, when you look at these little candles here, right over there, those little candles, even those big ones, if you look farther over there, is some little ones. When you look at those candles, they call them Japanese candlesticks. You can understand exactly what price is saying to you, and you can make an educated decision on when to deploy your capital and when to pull your capital out of the market, all by reading those Japanese candlesticks. And I want to help you get your aha moment. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. Did I say that? If I didn't say that, I jellifies. Now, let's get to the business at hand, shall we? And that would be turning your attention to that side of your screen. Whatever side of the screen it is for you, turn your attention over there, the direction that I'm looking in. And you see those Japanese candles. Let me move this back over here so I can see if anyone put something. Keith Murray, the most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that. I get in ya. You feel me? Very good, very good, very good. What's up, Angela? What's up, Seawalk? What's up, Audrey? How y'all feeling? For everybody who just pulling up, we going back to the throwback. If you got a question, please click the link and pull up an extra question, because I be seeing the questions 5 years later and I can't remember what I was saying when you asked that question. Okay, get off my screen, Tranisha. What's going on, Tranisha? Uh-oh, somebody at Licks Erasers are in the building. Oh, what's up, Robinson? I ain't even see you over there. How you doing? Okay, let's get into it, man. Speaking of the husband and the son that I saw on the video singing Spalene, right? Let's go ahead and get into it. What's cracking? Uh-oh, somebody ain't mean to do that. Somebody didn't mean to do that. What? What do you want?
Yo, what's up, man? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so for the people in the back, how long the show gonna be tonight?
Baby, kick Robinson out.
I just wonder if I gotta get my snacks or not, man. That's all.
I hate you. Get your snacks. It ain't gonna be low tonight. It ain't gonna be low tonight. Get off my live.
Oh,
oh my goodness. We gonna stick to a decent time tonight. How about that?
You doing anything good today, man?
Huh?
Making any good trades today?
I ain't do nothing today. All I did was I looked at some videos. I looked at some cow feet videos. Then I went out there. I tried to hang out with my sweetie, but she decided to, telework today since she was supposed to be having a travel day. And so I ended up dozing off on the couch, and then she dozed off on the other couch. And that was my day.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's it. Just relax.
DR took off without us today, so no trades on that side.
Oh, you ain't do nothing with DR today?
No, I never came back, man.
Oh, I was gonna say, I figured you probably would have. I ain't, because I wasn't watching the chart. When I opened up my computer just now, I saw that we kept going up from this.
Yeah.
Hey, that's thunder.
No, I got some ICT. I got some ICT trades in there, but no DR trade.
Oh, okay. You cooking with two pots. Okay. DR, yeah. ICT. DR, ICT.
I just figure out which one gonna work, then I'll go with that one.
Hey man, just do it all, man.
I ain't like you. I don't know all the terminologies and everything. I just find a fair value gap I like and go that route.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Do what work. What that is right there? What that supposed to be, RM? Popcorn and soda?
Oh, y'all think me and Tim about to go at it?
Oh, man. Somebody on that name, Tim Dog. What a wolf pack at, Tim Dog?
Oh man.
Yeah. All right, man. Let me get
Taryn,
back to what I
ain't say nothing, Taryn. What's wrong? I ain't do nothing this time. All right.
let me get back to it, man.
Let me get back to my chat so I can do some do my
go
work in the chat.
do your chat thing, man.
Let me do my work in the chat.
You
All
holding
right, brother,
me
I'll
up,
talk to you,
man.
man.
You holding me up. Get off my stage.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, bro. Hey, we got it on Daily Candles. Let me hide the dollar and get back to what I was saying, man, before I was so rudely interrupted. We're gonna go holler at our friend Spilene, man. For anybody who don't know who Spilene is, if you turn your attention to the far whatever side of the screen that is for you, opposite of me, you'll see him hovering over an ETF that says SPY. SPY is the ETF that tracks the performance of the S&P 500. Around here, we call a Spilene. If you know the words to the song and shout out the young, handsome young man in the Scully with the long curly hair that's going to be driving all the young ladies crazy that was singing with his daddy. Sing it with me, man. Come on. Spilene, Spilene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Oh, Spilene, look what you done do. When I tell y'all the way my heart jumped with joy when I seen this young man and his daddy sitting in front of charts singing Spilene, I said, this is why I do this. That made my whole entire year. I'm telling you, it felt so good to see a fully grown man with his son sitting in front of the charts, putting in the work. You hear me? I love it. I love it. I love it. As y'all can see, Spilene came down as we expected. It went up Monday and Tuesday. It went up, made a new high, and then dropped off Wednesday. And then we had a reversal Thursday, right? Typical ICT protraction, retrace. I can't remember the profile he called it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You either have a retrace at the end of the week or a continuation at the end of the week. This week, we had a retracement at the end of the week. Monday, made the high on Tuesday, sold off on Wednesday, sold off a little on Thursday, then reversed, right? Classic profile when you don't have any news to interfere and knock stuff out of whack. It worked out like it's supposed to. We had a lot of divergence this week between the indexes, so the price action was a little back and forth. Even though it was a little back and forth, I can say it traded on relatively technical. It was very hard to read a lot of times because of all of divergence, but it did trade pretty technical. There was very, very little like news interruption with the price action this week. We closed the SPY at 409.19, and in the post market it was at 409.02. Right. Today is the last full trading day for the week. The market will open back up again on Monday. Today will be the last time I stream until Tuesday. So let's get to it. Let's flip over here to the ES. If you were on this morning, I think we had a pretty good live stream this morning. As y'all see, we still got the stuff on the screen. Do me a favor, if y'all were this why I keep the chat on the other screen. This is why I keep the chat on the screen. This is why I keep the chat on the other screen. Hey, if y'all was on the live stream this morning and y'all actually got something out of the live stream, it was informative, please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you was on the live stream this morning and you felt like, you know, you got something out of it. It was informative. If you didn't, no harm, no foul. But if you got something out of it, let me know in the chat if you got something out of it. Now, as you can see, looking at, let's just look at what's on the screen. If y'all remember, what's that one for here to learn and share? Oh, in honor of here to learn and share, if you got some other thing this morning, put one in the chat. Oh, wait a minute. I remember this morning when I called Wardy, I like, Wardy, what did you say? They had turned my ticker box on, right? He remembered it. Because I asked Calandra couldn't remember. But when I tell you, my kids are so me. My kids are so me. My wife be like, stop fussing at them boys. My mama, she be doing it too. She be like, both of them, they be like, stop fussing at them boys for being like you, right? after church service Sunday, we went to IHOP with my mama because they, you know, my family supposed to still be out of town, but they came back, right? And so we all end up going to IHOP together. And so when we coming out of IHOP, it's an older gentleman. It's an older gentleman, and he had a whole bunch of like bumps or blisters or something on his head. I don't know if it was from like being in the sun, if he had a skin condition or something. But like, I go by and I'm trying not to shout out Tranisha with the super chat. I really appreciate you, Tranisha, with the super chat, right? I'm trying not to like paying attention, right? So as we go out the door, my son come by me, he like walked by me real close, and he leaned over and say, oh, I got to get the mic, right? He walked past me, he said, the old man head looked like it was about to come off. My mom said, what did Timothy just say? Because I fell out laughing. I said, it was old man. I said it was old man with some stuff on his head. And I was trying not to say nothing about it, but we got outside. He said, what? I was so. And then we got in the car, and she was like, and your ticker box just turned on. She said, and your ticker box just turned on. I said, it's crazy how genes just put that in people, because ain't nobody say nothing. And he just walked by me. When he got by me, I'm sorry. When he just walked by, I said, oh man, he look like it's about to come off. Oh, okay. Let's get back to it. All right. Thanks again, Tradition, for the super chat. And thanks to everybody who was saying it was informative. And thanks to everybody who put a 1 in the chat. Everybody that said it was informative, thank you. You're far too kind. You're far too kind. Where we at? Okay, let's get to it. And just come from church. Hey, so Looking at the price action, I didn't watch the price action. I didn't watch the price action today. I looked at a few videos, then I called it, but just eyeballing this. If I just eyeball this right here, right, as you can see, we had a balanced price range here. We had a balanced price range there. We had a 5-minute fair value gap. This is all stuff we was talking about this morning. Then we had another balanced price range right down here from like early this morning when I was like, hey, it just did it again. Remember when we wrapped it up? If anybody who stayed on when we wrapped it up, I said, hey, it just did it again, right? So now look at how price reacted to all of these levels, right? This first balanced price range, right, before going into the New York, look how price came back up and respected it, right? Respected it here, came down, right? Ran some stops, ate up some liquidity. You see what I'm saying? See this long wick, and then it shot up, took everybody out up here, punished these people who were smiling because when it dropped down, some people were happy enough to move their stop losses down here like we was talking before, right? The same thing it did over here. We was talking, same thing it did right there. We was talking before, right? And then it dropped it like it was hot, right? So you see how it kept referring back to that balanced price range right there? True support and resistance, right? Look at the fair value gap, right? Look at the fair value gap. Look how price, see how the fair value gap played a part in everything, right? Support, resistance, support, resistance. You see that? True support and resistance. You see that? This is the stuff that we pointed out, you know what I'm saying, for this piece of time period, right? We got the consequent encroachment in between the new week opening gaps, right? Put up the new week opening gaps. Let's just leave the ones that we need. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was this one and this one, was it? I think it was this one and this one. Yes, it was those two. Yes, those the two. Right? Right. So the new week opening gaps, squash that down a little bit. So the new week opening gaps, this is the consequent encroachment in between the new week opening gaps. Look what price did, right? Sat on top of support. Sat on top of support, right? True support and resistance. Look at the what was that? Was that a 1 minute or I think that was a 1 minute? Was it the order block or a? Let's go down and find out. Don't want to lie to you. All right, don't want to lie to you. I'm squanch it up so I can see the end. Okay, boom. There you go. One minute fair value gap. All right, yep. We got a 1 minute fair value gap. A Bissy. Let's make that green so I know what. Oh, I remember what it was. I didn't have a 1 minute, so I just picked something to have a color. That's what it was. I just picked something to have a different color. So let's make it green so I know what it is. 1 minute fair value gap. And then the 5. So that's a Bissy and a Sibby. Okay, on the 1 minute level. Now, what was we on? 15 minutes? Yeah, we was on 15 minutes. I wish it was a way to go back to like where I was. Okay, now look at price did with everything that we marked out. Everything. Let me stretch this out. Let me stretch out this right here. Balanced price range that we stretched out. Balanced price range that we pointed out. 5 minute fair value. Let's stretch everything out that we talked about. Balanced price range that we stretched out, right? So look at everything we was discussing. And look how price referenced it at some point in time, right? At some point in time, right? Right now, we're not focusing on like really what levels all of this stuff is on. You can go back and review it to see what it was. Only reason I was looking at the level was because I was trying to find out what this one was, and it wasn't making sense in my head at the time, that green fair value gap. But look at that. Price came down to the consequent encroachment. Remember, the wicks do the damage, the body tell the stories, right? Come down to the consequent encroachment. Respect that consequent encroachment. Why? Price is above it, right? It's bearish price action right now. When price is above the PD array, we're anticipating the PD array to act as support, right? We wait until the market, the algo tells us if we want to continue past it. When we got to the consequent encroachment acted as support because the price told us, I want to go back up. It went back up. It came back up to a new week opening gap, right? Came back up to a new week opening gap. Got this balanced price range, right? Up in there. Price still don't want to go past that balanced price range, right? We come back down to this 5-minute fair value gap. Look what price did on the way up, right? It hit it a few times. It acted as resistance a few times. Once it got up through it, it acted as support here. It acted as support here, right? While it was flirting with this balanced price range and this new week opening gap, they're acting as resistance. Why? Because price is below them. So it's acting as resistance. Then price pushed back down, got below the 5-minute fair value gap again. This fair value gap right there. Now, this one is acting as support and this one is acting as resistance. Price is just bouncing in between them, right? And then when it get down here and hit this fair value gap and this balanced price range, what does price do? Take back off and go back up here to this balanced price range. So it went from range to range, right? Then it came back down and ran all the way below this fair value gap right here, right? Came into that fair value gap, stopped just shy of, right? If you look again, right about here, there's a small balanced price range right in there. How do you know? Because it offered buy side, sell side, then left that area, right? Bang out, took off, left that area right there. But if you look really close right here, it left that area to the downside first, right? Right. Let's blow that up and inspect that so I can really get the gist of what Tim is saying, right? We offered sell side, buy side, sell, buy side, sell side, buy side, and then we left that area, right? Come to the candle right before leaving that area right there. That's the candle right there, right? Let's put a line on the top of that, on the open of that candle. What in the haberdashery hemoglobin going on here? Where did price stop? Right there, right? Let's look at the low right here. Look right here. Give me an arrow. And again, remember, I told you I did not watch price today. I'm just doing this off the cuff. Look right there. This number right here. Right there. What does that number say? Can y'all see that big? Can y'all see that big enough? Zoom this in some. Let's zoom this in. Uh-oh. Right there. Look at that number right there. When I hover over that candle. 41075. Now, look at this green number right here. That's the number for that line. That's the open of that candle. That says 4107.75. When I hover over this candle, that number right there says 41075. Right? What did the algo do? How do I? There you go. All right. What did the algo do? Let's see what the algo did. The algo came down all the way back to where this balanced price range that it didn't need anymore. When it came below the what did I say price will do with a balanced price range? It's going to leave it until it doesn't need it anymore. Then it can cut through it like butter going the opposite way. right? It left it because it didn't need it anymore. Got to another balanced price range. Said, hey, buddy, get up off me, right? That's what it said right here. Left, hit this balanced price range. Hey, buddy, get up off me. Let me put it on so you can see the wicks, right? Right here. Get up off me, right? And then it said, okay, Mr. Balanced Price Range to the bottom. And it cut through this balanced price range right here like butter. And then what did it do with this SIBI right here? This red line right here, right? It came down, used that SIBI as support, then took off. Now! Woo! Wait! Gone. Came up here, right? Hit this balanced price range right here. Started consolidating around there, right? Consolidating around there. Then when it got here at this this BISI right here, I think it was a BISI. I think it was. No, it was a SIBI, right? We got there inside that SIBI right there. Stopped on a dime. Don't forget about it, right? Opened up and then came down here and violently ripped down here and stopped on a dime right at the candle before the candle that left the balanced price range and reversed. Right? Beautiful. Then it went up, took out the buy side above all of this right here. Right above all of this, all this buy side that was hanging out up here. Anybody that finally trailed their stuff down there, took them out the game, dropped it like it was hot, came all the way back down to just below the consequent encroachment in between these new week opening gaps, right? Between these new week opening gaps. Now, let me look at it. Yep. I just looked at my other screen. Let me share this with you. Open up a new week opening gaps. This new week opening gap right there. Which one is that? Yes, it's the big one. It's that top one. Okay. So the top one, bottom one, and that one. Okay. Now, look at these new week opening gaps here. Right? Can I borrow you for a minute, Mr. Fibonacci 2? Mr. Fibonacci 2. 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 41.27 even. 41.20.50. 20.50, 27. I was very close on that. Now, remember this morning what we was talking about. When price is going up and it starts struggling, when it's struggling to get to consequent encroachment, a lot of times that means that the bullishness or bearishness is starting to peter out. Right? We came down here, hit this down close candle right before the leaving the balanced price range. We took off, reversed, went all the way up, and it struggled to get the consequent encroachment in between this new week opening gap and that one. On the downside, hold up. Why is that not there? There it is. On the downside, between the middle new week opening gap and the bottom one, we came down, right? And we came down and started struggling to get to it. And then it acted as support. And we pushed back up. On this end, we came back and we start struggling at the consequent encroachment in between these two new week opening gaps. And then we dropped it like it was hot. Came back down again, back to what? The consequent encroachment in between these two new week opening gaps, right? So when you get here, you're like, okay, are we going to continue down? Wait for price to show you what it wants to do. Then price all of a sudden it wicked back up and started respecting the consequent encroachment again. How do we know that? Because when we got this balanced price range down here on the lower time frame, ping, we took off like crazy. Where do we come back up to? This 5-minute fair value gap that we talked about so long ago. Oh, so long ago, you had my love, my love, right? And then once we got there, look at the body's respecting it. We came back down, and where do we stop? Right at the consequent encroachment and the balanced price range. Oh, there's got to be a coinky dink. And there's another balanced price range there too. What in the haberdashery of balanced price ranges is going on here? And support from the consequent encroachment. There's got to be some kind of witchcraftery, right? Then we turn around. Nothing could stop me. I'm all the way up. And this time, what did it do to this consequent encroachment? Did it struggle coming up to it? Like when it came up here, it stopped. It started to peter out, and then it dropped. What did it do when it came up to it this time? Move! Get out way, get out way, get out way. And once it got above it, what did it do? Support and delivered to where? The new week opening gap. Event horizon has been showing off today. The consequent encroachment acted as support, pushed us back to the new week opening gap, right? The consequent encroachment acted as support, pushed us back to the new week opening gap. Never made it to this one, right? Right here, the consequent encroachment acted as resistance, pushed us back to the new week opening gap. Came up and we dropped again. When we got back to this consequent encroachment, pushed us back to the new week opening gap. Came up again. Move! Get out the way. Broke through the consequent encroachment. And once it broke through, what did it do? Delivered to the new week opening gap. Right there. It has been a vainglorious technical trading day if you know what to look for, why to look for it, and how to look for it. Since we went into so much detail this morning about pointing out the balanced price ranges, we're not going to go through that. But when I opened up the chart and I just saw how beautifully price was just respecting the things that we had already pointed out this morning. Right? We pointed all this out this morning. This stuff was this stuff was way over here, way back here. When we talked about it this morning, it was like way over here somewhere, right? All of this stuff was like way, like it's all squanched up. Everything was all squanched up, right? I stretched this out earlier, like because I was like, hey, look how it's respecting that balanced price range. We talked about that. You know what I'm saying? I stretched that one back out, right? But it was back over here somewhere, right? Because we was talking about the wick that came up over here into the 5-minute fair value, all of that. But when you understand where price is trying to get to and understand how it's reacting to the PD arrays, you can make educated decisions on if I'm going to start looking for my entry based off of these PD arrays, right? And these are 15-minute candles, right? So you see this pullback right here on this 15-minute candle. That right there is a 15-minute entry on this fair value gap right here, right? You see this BISI right here, right? That BISI right there don't have a 15-minute. We just use the 5, right? Ignore the fact that it says 5. We don't have a 15-minute, right? Can't do it because somebody gonna be like, well, you say 5, man, a 15-minute, right? See that right there? That's a 15-minute BISI, right? It traded back down into that 15-minute BISI. That's a 15-minute entry for this move right here, right? Breaking market structure, retrace back to a 15-minute 2022 mentorship model to enter right there for the long, right? Now, let's go down here and look at this area next to the balanced price range on the 1 minute, right? All right, let's go down to the 1 minute and see what we got going on. All right. So looking at the, I probably should have checked the time on that candle. Let's check the time on that candle so we'll know what are goings on. So the time on that candle started at 10:30, right? So it started at 10:30. So we're looking at anytime before 10:30 to see if we got a better entry. Anytime before 10:30. Right? So anytime before 10:30, that's because the 10:30 candle starts, right? The 10:30 candle started there. And so the entry was actually on the one of these candles here. The first touch of it was there. Let's go. If we go with consequent encroachment, the entry was on the 1042 candle, right? So anytime before that, if consequent encroachment, the entry was there. So we going with that. Or if let's just go with anybody who do first touch. So anytime before, I don't know when it was made, so we just gonna go. I don't know what exactly time was made. I ain't gonna go back and look for it. So we just gonna go with what I said the first time. So anytime before 10:43, and I see it immediately. Right? Right here, boom. So at 10:04, 10:03, actually, 10:03 was your entry on the 1 minute based off this balanced price range. So at 10:03 was your entry, right? You could have targeted that high right there for your exit, right? So from 10:03, consequent encroachment on that fair value gap. Consequent encroachment on that fair value gap. Why is it? I don't know why I keep coming up with that weird template. Boom. Consequent encroachment on, oh, and look, where did that candle close at? That candle closed at 4102.50. Consequent encroachment on that right there is 4102.50. Y'all better stop playing with me. 4102.50, wick down a little bit, but it closed right at consequent encroachment, right? That's your entry right there. This candle comes down to consequent encroachment of the in between the new week opening gaps, and then boom, we take off. The high could have been your target. And looking at the high, 4109.25, close to 7 points. 7 point, if you want to just push it up a little bit. And then you could have even got 10 points out of that. Yes, you could have gotten 10 points out of that one. So that right there would have gave you more than that high would have gave you more than 5. I always tell you, target something that's going to let you get more than 5 points. That high would have gave you more than 5. There's your move right there. You could have even got 10 out of it, right? And you could have been done for the day. Or if you don't like to drop down to the 1 minute, this candle over here on the 15-minute gave you an opportunity to come back in for that same trade in the same area, except using this 5-minute fair value gap instead of that 1 minute fair value gap, using what? The same balanced price range. The exact same balanced price range, but there's your opportunity to enter off of the 15-minute. Right? Right there. It dilly-dadded a little, true, but eventually you got your move out of it. And this time you can target this high or you can target that high. You can shave here You can have that for your full target, but either one of those is going to yield you more than 5 points. So you can take that trade with confidence that you can get at least 5 points out of it because you're coming up here. This is your target. Boop. Nope. Come here. Shave there. 41.1150. Right? 41.1150 and 41.13. Consequent encroachment on this fair value gap. If I can find a candle that's on the high and the low. Close enough for government work. It ain't exact. Let's get it exact. 4106 and 4102.50. 4102. Yep, there it is. It's exact. So boom. Consequent encroachment on that is 4104.25. Right? So 4111. That gives you more than 5 points. You can shoot for it there. 4113. That gives you more than 5 points. So you can take the trade with confidence off of this fair value gap. You're on a higher time frame, 15 minutes. So your stop is going to be down here below this 15-minute low. Nowhere near getting stopped out. Took a little heat, but nowhere near. On this trade over here, you took far less heat. Right? You took far less heat than you would have on this trade, but no harm, no foul. Heat is not a thing, but it's all based off of what? The exact same balanced price range that was made over here. And we got the pang-yow, right? We got the first pang-yow here on the 1 minute, the huge pang-yow on the higher time frame. Then you came back down into the fair value gap that was left in the wake of that big pang-yow. Right? Came back down. So the same balanced price range, the same pang-yow, 2 different entries on 2 different time frames. That's all I got. I've been on here for 47 minutes. Deacon Robinson already put me to the side and said, don't be holding us all evening. So that is it. Does anybody else have anything? Does anybody? Last night was good though. Or good too. Hey, who is that on the? Is that a news clip on your avatar, Elizabeth? I can't hardly see it. You're welcome, Tim Dog. Tim Dog, you still ain't telling me where the wolf pack at. I appreciate that, Audrey. I appreciate that. Hit, learn, share. Hey, hit, learn, share. Why you mind blown? What happened? What I missed? You're welcome, little hoe. Hey. All right. I'm going ahead and wrap it up. If anybody, just feel free to drop it in the chat if you got something. Don't be scared to not want to drop it in the chat. Don't be scared to not want to the link still in the chat somewhere. Again, shout out Trinisha with the super chat. Always pulling up with the super chats. The link is somewhere in the chat. If you want to pull up and ask a question, that's the link right there posted by me. Right? Just click on that link if you want to pull up and ask the question. Or you can just drop it in the chat. Let the church say, hey, man. Let the church say, hey, man. Yes. Thank you, here to learn and share. Have a great Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday to those who recognize it. I would like to say yes. Me personally, me and my family, we celebrate the death, burial, and resurrection of the Lord, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, every single day. We celebrate every single day. It's very few holidays that we celebrate, but we do acknowledge the significance of holidays like Christmas and Easter. It was a young man, a guest minister at our he came and visited us this week, and he did an amazing sermon. And he said, next week, the entire world is going to pause and recognize Jesus Christ. No matter what you believe, the entire world is going to pause and recognize that he existed, no matter what you believe. And that's reason to celebrate. Again, like I say, we celebrate it every day. It's very few holidays that we put emphasis on, but we do acknowledge the ones that acknowledge him, right? My wife go ham on Christmas. That was her and her mama holiday, so she go ham on Christmas. But God is good, and my wife is truly, truly amazing. I want y'all to enjoy y'all weekend. Take some time off, spend it with your families. Forget about all things stock market until whatever day on the weekend you set aside a little bit of time to study the market. But hang out with your family, enjoy your family. We are doing this to stop trading our time for money, right? Initially, in the beginning, we're going to have to invest a lot of time into learning all of the concepts. But once we get the concepts down, it's all about freedom, right? Whatever freedom is to you, don't replace your 9 to 5 now with trading. Don't just switch one job for another, right? Take advantage of the freedom that the market can give you. Don't make yourself a slave to the charts, right? Again, man, nobody's promised tomorrow, so take advantage today and let your loved ones know that you love them. If your parents are still here, call them. We was hanging out with my mama this weekend, right? I was kind of looking forward to like just hanging out with her by myself. Oh, I see Seawalk pulled up. What's happening?
Hey, what's up? What's up, man? What's up, Jeff? Can you hear me?
What's going on with
you? Hey, man, you've been on fire all week, man, with the teaching and everything, breaking everything down.
Oh, man, I appreciate that.
I need some help, man, from you or the gang, man. I got Discord. I got the gang on Discord on my cell phone. How I get it on my laptop? You know, I'm in the over 50 gang, and I can't see that good, so I need to get it on my laptop.
It's a app that I downloaded. Let me see. It's get out my way. Okay, so I put that on the wrong screen. I'm minimizing error. I just shared the other screen. Hold on. I just shared the other screen. Share screen. Okay. Right. So it's an app that you download. You see, I got like the Discord app right there. You download Discord app and it'll open up the Discord. But if you go, let me go to the let me see if it's I'm opening it to see if it's gonna tell me what site it is.
Okay.
It's updating something right on. It's doing some updates right now. Oh, it's a 1 of 15. Okay. Not gonna wait on that. Let me just pull up Al Gore's internet. Because it's updated right now. So because it usually just spin like that and then it'll open. Like it's that little face or whatever that is, ghost or whoever, it'll spin a little bit, then it'll open up. Discord download. Right. Okay, discord.com. There you go. Discord.com. Go to Discord. There you go, right there. Go to discord.com and it say get Discord. It's got download for Windows.
Right. I got it on my laptop, but I can't seem to get the group on it. I can't.
Did you log into your? All you gotta do is log into your Discord. Did you log in?
Yeah, and and everybody else Discord pop up, but I can't get the gang on it for some reason.
But I'm saying, did you now when you? Okay, hold on. Seawalk. Okay, when you look at, are you on your computer right now?
Yeah.
Okay, when you look at your when you go into your Discord and look at your click on your just go with like look at the one on. Are you on your phone? What you talking to me on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay, look at the one on your phone.
I got the screen up too. I got the screen up.
Okay, so on the screen when you click on your name,
right?
What's your name? Is it Seawalk?
Seawalk.
Number 7002.
No, 1664.
Okay, you logged into the wrong one. You're logged into the wrong one on that computer. Oh,
Okay.
you got to log into the one that says Seawalk 7002 on the computer.
7002.
Like when you, I don't know how to. Somebody else had the same. I think Trinisha had this same issue where it was logged in with the wrong. Okay, do this right here. Log out. Log. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on.
Right here, switch accounts.
It say switch accounts.
Yeah, manage accounts. Let me see. Add account.
Don't group us together.
Let me see.
You on the computer on here with me, right?
Right.
Okay, so hold on. Let's do this right
And
here.
I got it. Well, I got a split screen. I got another monitor.
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm saying, but you on your computer on here. So what I'm gonna do?
Right.
I'm hold up. Thank Tim. Okay, there you go. Invite. All right, let me copy this. What you said it was? You on your computer? Seawalk what?
1664.
Is it C dot walk?
No, it's just Seawalk.
It's Seawalk. Walk 16. You say 1664?
Right.
That ain't pull up nothing. Let me see. Hold up. Let me edit this. Let me see. Copy this link. All right, let me put this. I'm gonna put this over here in the private chat right there. Okay, on the in the computer there, click on that link that I just put in that private chat over there, and let me see if you pop in.
Okay. Let's see.
Did it? When you click on it, what does it say?
Accept invite.
Okay, hit that.
Yeah.
I just saw you pop in. Okay, now go over there and hit the muscle.
Muscle. Where's the muscle?
Yep, that's the
Okay,
16.
I see it there. Okay.
Click the button, 130. Boom. Okay, now there you go. Now you should be in on both the computer and the phone.
Okay.
It's two. For some reason, you had two different accounts.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
had two different Discord accounts.
All right, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. That's all you got, man.
Yeah, that was driving me crazy, man. But yeah, thank you for everything you've been doing.
Man, you're welcome, man.
You've been breaking it down and making it make sense.
I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to help people get their aha moment.
Yeah, man. You doing that thing like PDub.
Yeah, you know. Shout out PDub. PDub helped me get my aha moment, man. That's why I be trying to help people the same way, man.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely, man. But I appreciate it.
Okay, then.
And have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too, man. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your family.
All right, you too.
Yeah.
All right.
So, with that being said, now that we done helped those Seawalk out, get off my studio, Seawalk. Get gone. Hey, y'all enjoy your weekend, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what I was saying. Yada, yada, yada. The same old wrap up. Love you. Hug your spouse. Hug your kids. Hug the dog. Kick the cat. And I'll see y'all on Tuesday. I will not be live on Monday. I got a colonoscopy Monday. So Saturday, Sunday, I will be stranded on death row. Hey, 50 is fantastic. All right, man. I'll see y'all on Tuesday, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Gone, man.